Partner, let me tell you, extraction shooters are all the rave right now. If they're not, then a one-legged duck doesn't swim in circles. Because holy Hank Williams, there's a lot of them. But there are two that have broken the mold and stand out completely. One being the OG.
Wasting time. Okay, done. Hey, cocksucker.
Extraction shooter Escape from Tarkov, which is without a doubt the most hardcore, difficult gaming experience that gaming has to offer. And the other one being a new title that just released. Arena Breakout Infinite. But which one is better? I can tell you this without a doubt. Arena Breakout Infinite is easily the closest actual competitor that Escape from Tarkov has ever faced. These games are strikingly similar, which may cause a lot of y'all to think to yourselves, well, which one should I play? So I'm gonna round up the pros and cons of Arena Breakout Infinite and let y'all decide for yourselves which one you think you should be playing over the other. And a little spoiler for you, there's a lot of pros. Man, let me tell you, if they did anything right at all, they made this game easy to play. And I'm not talking about, oh, the game's easy, you'll extract every raid. No. The cost of admission to play this game is a whopping $0, meaning there is almost no risk in trying it out. Believe it or not, money is hard to come by, and the fact that this game is free is going to add a ton of people to their player base on its own. But the game being free to play could spell disaster, because at the end of the day, More Fun Studios is a company, and companies have to make money to survive. How they decide to monetize ABI is going to be make or break for a lot of people. And if they do what is shown in this image, let me tell you what, I'll be pissed. And this is a real picture taken from their Discord. It's not currently implemented into the game, but it very well could be, and I think very well could easily be. Now, ABI is a less difficult game when compared to Escape from Tarkov. However, I don't think the words difficult and fun necessarily interlink. Like healing, for instance. In Escape from Tarkov, you gotta have them buttons bound properly to get light bleeds, heavy bleeds, breaks in your legs, and all sorts of other crap. I mean, shoot fire. I'm surprised we're not doing thrombectomies out in the damn field. Yes, it's realistic, but Escape from Tarkov has pushed realism, at least in my opinion, a bit too far. Because I don't realistically want to go to war. I want to play video games in my room and forget about life. So when I get injured in a video game, I want to press the heal button to heal. I don't want to actually go through a surgeon simulator just so I don't bleed out right there at the extract. Arena Breakout fixes that problem for me. The healing in this game is very intuitive, and it automatically prompts you the best healing item to use when you're injured. That's nice. But then again, that's how I feel about it. Maybe you don't like this mechanic, but for me, I appreciate the hell out of it. And something else I appreciate is an in-game map. Because let's face it, if you don't know any of the maps for Escape from Tarkov, you're going to pull it up on a second screen of some sort. Otherwise, you'll either be shot or starve looking for the extract. So the outcome is still the same. You look at the map somewhere. At least this one's built into the game. And if you're like, oh, I'm not going to look at the map, I'm going to figure it out on my own, trial and error. Well, guess what? Well, you can still do that in Arena Breakout. Just don't hit the M key while you're playing. And you figure it out with trial and error. And guess what else is on the map? Your quests are. It tells you exactly where to go and marks it on said map. All in all, this game is just more accessible to your average Joe. Everything is intuitive, and it shows you how to do it once and then never shows it to you again. You don't have to do research to play this game. You just pick it up and play. I mean, for God's sakes, when you go to sell something on the flea market in ABI, it automatically puts it one notch lower than the lowest price. And it does this automatically. What? That is so convenient. This is so nice. But we've covered the pros and cons of the user interface. Let's talk about gameplay. How does it feel to play Arena Breakout Infinite versus Escape from Tarkov? Now, as far as your character goes, you are very snappy. There is little, if any, inertia in the game. Maybe there's slight inertia if you get really heavy, but other than that, you're going to be able to run around freely in this game at level 1. And speaking of running around, your running stamina and arm stamina are perfect. The amount of sprint and arm stamina you have feels very sufficient, and once it's depleted, it feels like it replenishes itself very quickly. Because, you know, it's good to be able to hold up your gun and shoot your gun in a shooting game. Who would have thunk it, boy? Golly, I mean, shoot, I don't even know. Graphically, the game is built on the Unreal 4 engine, not on the Unreal 5, which is the latest version of Unreal. I think this game could have been built on the Unreal 5 engine, but it deliberately wasn't for one specific reason, and that reason is accessibility. Most people don't have a PC capable of running graphically intensive games, and if this was built on the Unreal 5 engine, it would look fantastic. However, a lot of people couldn't look at it at all because they couldn't run it. And this is not to say that the game looks bad by any means. It looks doggone good. Does it look as good as something like Gray Zone Warfare? No, it doesn't, but it also runs a hell of a lot better. I haven't skipped lag or stuttered once while playing ABI. Now granted, I do have a pretty decent PC, but that is something to consider. Now something else to consider. An increase in graphics and how real something looks makes target acquisition in video games much, much harder. And what I mean by that is if you get in a game and go, wow, it looks like real life. Well, guess what? In real life, you aren't going to see a ghillie in a bush. He's practically invisible. And he'll put a piece of lead on your forehead before you can take a lickety-split. And I don't know about you, but that don't seem too fun to me. So, ABI's graphics are good, but they're not so good to where you can't see somebody. And for me, that's 2 thumbs up. Now, another way to acquire targets in video games is by audio. And the audio in this game is doggone perfect. If someone walks in my vicinity and I'm wearing decent headphones, or if they're really close and I'm not wearing any headphones, I can tell exactly where they are. And if someone crab walks and you're sitting still, you'll be able to hear them too. So audio also gets a 2 thumbs up. A Dale, yeah, baby. Now this game isn't gonna be for everybody. I get that. ABI is nowhere near as difficult as Tarkov. And some people are attracted to that because it's a challenge. Just like JFK said, we choose to go to the moon in this decade and be other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. And you may know some people who like EFT solely because it's difficult and they enjoy that challenge. Like my buddy TheBurntPeanut, for example, who by the way is a very, very good streamer. You should definitely go follow on Twitch.
Can you make it winked? Yes, I can.
Escape from Tarkov is home for him because he enjoys that challenge. And because he's taken the time to hone those skills, he will straight up bungulate on your ass in EFT. And his entire chat will laugh at you while he does it. That hardcore gameplay that only EFT offers scratches an itch that he has. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are looking for a more casual Tarkov experience, this is without a doubt the game for you. If you don't have the time to pour into a game like Tarkov and want an easier level of entry, Arena Breakout Infinite is for you. Tarkov has its place in the world, and so does Arena Breakout Infinite. If you can get your hands on a code, then try it out. I'd put money on the full release of the game coming very, very soon. And after my playtime with both EFT and Arena Breakout Infinite, I know which one that I prefer to play more. But how about you?